All right, what is up, Mundo Gustavo? It's good to see you. Hey, it's me, Senor G. We got some previews for tomorrow. What we're doing in Spanish 2 and Spanish 4 is we're working on our pronunciation. So we're going to go through that real quick. Hopefully you can clue into it tonight so you don't have to spend so much time in class for it tomorrow. This is for anybody really that wants to be able to pronounce their Spanish words correctly. Parents, anybody. So here we go. This is how you do it. First of all, if you want to look at what I'm talking about, you can go to Mundo Gustavo. If you want to look at it later, go right here to where it says Spanish alphabet pronunciation. On their little document, click on preview, and this is what we're going to talk about. It'll come up as a little WordWeb app. I think this is really cool. So, first of all, we're going to talk about your vowel sounds. The cool thing about pronouncing Spanish, it's so much easier than English because the vowel sounds never ever change. So it's really cool. The letter A, which we like to refer to as an A, is it always makes an A sound. Then you've got E, which is the letter E. The I makes the E sound, so it's E. And then you got O and U. So the 5 vowel sounds are A, E, O, U. Those vowel sounds never ever change. So that's what makes it really easy to pronounce any word in Spanish. Now with consonants, most of the consonants sound pretty much like they do in English. Here are some exceptions to that rule though. The H is always silent. You never pronounce an H. So just remember that anytime you see an H, just pretend it's not there. The J makes the H sound. The double L makes a Y sound, y. In some countries it sounds more like a j or even a ch, but mostly it's going to make a y sound. The ny always makes a sound of an ny, a nya. The R, now when you see a single R in a word, pretend like it's a soft D. Alright, so like P-E-R-O would not be pero, but it would sound like pero. Alright, pretend there's a D in there, just say it a little bit softer. And then, of course, if you're listening to me right now, roll your R's with me. Arr, arr, arr. It's really fun. So you got to learn how to roll your R's, especially you Spanish 4 kids. Come on now. And then the letter Z always makes an S sound, and that's that. Finally, the last thing is there are 2 special letters. The letter C and the letter G are the only ones that ever change. And so the letter C makes a S sound if it's followed by an E or an I. It makes a K sound if it's followed by any other letter. The letter G makes an H sound if it's followed by E or I. And it sounds like a G in girl if it's followed by any other letter. So that's really all there is to Spanish pronunciation. It's very easy, the sounds never change, and it's really cool. So to practice, there's a bunch of words there. If you want to sound those out, get ready for class tomorrow, that would be great. However, there is one additional challenge here. If you want to, as a comment to this video that I've uploaded, if you want to put in a really long Spanish word of your own, it has to be a real word, but if you put in a Spanish word and we'll practice pronouncing it tomorrow, I will give you a Gustavo for doing that. And anybody who wants to do that, former students, adults, anybody who's listening to this, throw in a Spanish word as a comment to this. Make it a good one that has lots of good letters in there, and let's practice together tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.